wabarakatuh. My name is Erni. I'm from International Business Administration 6A. Today I will explanation about Job Sheet 3, Business Process Reengineering. First slide, defining BPR, Business Process Reengineering. There is no universally accepted definition of business process reengineering. There are almost as many definitions BPR as there are authors publishing on the topic. We can identify multiple aspects that they have in common. Business process reengineering is the radical design of business process to achieve dramatic improvements in critical aspects like quality, output, cost, service, and speed. Business process reengineering (BPR) aims at cutting down enterprise cost and process redundancy on a very huge scale. Slide 2, BPR tools and technique has 5 points. Point 1, process visualization. Point 2, process mapping or operation method study. Point 3, change management. Point 5, benchmarking. And last point, process and customer focus. Next slide, organizational design using BPR. BPR is not intended to preserve the status quo, but to fundamental and radical change what is done. It is dynamic. Therefore, it is essential for a BPR effort to focus on outcomes rather than tasks, and the required outcome will determine the scope of the BPR exercise. Schaeffer and Thompson highlighted how focus on result rather than just activities makes the difference between success and failure in change programs. The measure used, however, are crucial. At very level of reengineering, a focus on outcomes give direction and measurability. Whether it's because reduction, headcount reduction, increase in efficiency, customer focus, identification of core process, and non-value editing component or strategic element of business process. Moving on, the redesign process. Central to BPR is an objective overview of the process to be redesigned, whereas information needs to be obtained from the people directly involved in this process. It is never initiated by team, even at its lowest level. BPR has a top-down approach. Therefore, most BPR efforts take the form of a project. There are numerous methodologies being proposed, but all share common elements. Typical, the project takes the form of several discrete pieces. Okay, next slide. Risk in embarking on a BPR program. Information technology is an essential enabler of BPR, and awareness of the capabilities of modern information communication technology is essential because the reengineering effort is provided with option for radical design. Examples for technologies that enable BPR include the following. Point 1, shared database. Point 2, telecommunication networks. Point 3, decision support tools. Point 4, wireless data communication and portable computers. And point 3, automatic identification and tracking technology. Last point, the culture challenge of BPR. The most fundamental issue in relation to BPR capability is, however, whether organization can generate and survive the culture change which BPR requires. Hence, we must examine the role of organizational culture in the introduction of a change such as BPR. organizational culture is commonly referred to as the value, belief, traditions, philosophies, rules, and heroes shared by all members of the organization. BPR requires the organization to weigh which everything is had in the past, including its previous culture, because the old culture is related to the unsuccessful way the organization previously conduct its affairs. Okay, I will show a video about business process reengineering. Check it out.
When it comes to improving business processes, sometimes all the fine-tuning in the world isn't enough. This Quality Minute looks at how one company improved accuracy, delighted vendors, and reduced costs when they totally re-engineered a traditional accounting process.
Sometimes something is so far gone you can't fine-tune it anymore. You've just got to start from scratch. A number of years ago, Ford Motor Company had over 500 people in their accounts payable department. Most of their time was spent matching vendor invoices to purchase orders, shipping receipts, and warehouse documents. When everything matched, the vendor got paid. But 90% of the time, there wasn't a match. Just imagine Ford's astonishment when they visited their friends at Mazda in Japan. Mazda didn't have 500 people in their accounts payable department. They had 6. And yet, with only 6 people, Mazda had no trouble matching purchase orders and invoices. Why? Because there were none. Mazda totally re-engineered the process. They built long-term collaborative partnerships with key suppliers. For example, Mazda knows precisely how many cars it makes. Every car has a windshield. Never made a car without one. Mazda automatically pays its windshield supplier based on the weekly production rate times an agreed unit cost. Simple. Mazda's re-engineered accounting process taught Ford an important lesson. You have to know when to stop fine-tuning something that no longer works. Sometimes it's better to start from scratch and make beautiful music with a brand new instrument. I'm Howland Blackiston of Duran Institute.
Okay, here's my explanation about business process reengineering. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.